They threw the shade, try to block the sun. They say it's lies, we've just begun. They spin their lies like a web of silk. We cut through fraud sharper than steel. They call it passive, but the scheme ain't clean. Dreams sold on the back of a fake machine. Ash plays the king in a cardboard crown. We're here to flip his kingdom upside down. Victory with Ash, she screams all day, but the Sayers of nay, making fraud decay. No more victims, no more schemes. We break the cycle, shatter his dreams. We break the cycle, shatter his dreams. He builds his castles out of air and smoke. Promises riches, leaves the people broke. Pyramid walls, they crumble fast. When truth steps in and shadows don't last. We see the scripts, we know the play. Same old hustle, just a different day. But we're the voice, the ones who fight. Lighten up the dark with the people's might. Victory with Ash, she screams all day. When the Sayers of nay, making fraud decay. No more victims, no more schemes. We break the cycle, shatter his dreams. Victory with Ash, she screams all day. When the Sayers of nay, making fraud decay. No more victims, no more schemes. We break the cycle, shatter his dreams. We break the cycle, shatter his dreams.
We are the naysayers, the sayers of nay. On this FriYAY, we rise, we don't play. No room for your schemes, no tricks, no traps. We see through your glitter, your promises collapse. Oh, the towers you build, oh, the lies you distill. We won't drink from your gilded well. We say nay to the false gold you display. We are the sayers of nay, and your schemes will decay. Yes, your schemes will decay. You climb to the top on the backs of the weak, but with a voice they didn't know they'd seek. Your pyramids crumble, your empire shakes. Our voices are thunder, your foundation breaks. Nay, nay, we say nay. Not tomorrow, not someday, but right now on this FriYAY, we are the light, we'll lead the way. We say nay, to the false gold you display. We are the sayers of nay, and your schemes will decay. Yes, your schemes will decay. Your schemes Still you'll catch your time, ain't mine. Naysayers don't play, we speak what's true. On passive scheme ain't meant for you. Ash got plans to steal your soul. We won't lead you down that hole. We rock, you know we won't stay by. Won't steal your cash, your time ain't mine. Ain't mine. Naysayers rise, we shine so bright. Truth cut deep in darkest night. Hey, Ash and his team wanna take what's yours. Pyramid built with hidden doors. Claims of wealth, but it's just a lie. We naysayers, we don't buy. Ash and his gang wanna take what's yours. Pyramid built with hidden doors. Claims of wealth, but it's just a lie. We naysayers, we don't buy. We won't be silent, gonna raise our voice. Speaking facts, ain't no choice. Break the chains of a dirty scheme. Naysayers live in the dream. Promises of gold, but all you get is smoke. Ash's empire, just a joke. Naysayers stand up, keep it real. We cut through lies like sharpened steel. We rock, you know we won't stay by. Won't steal your cash, your time ain't mine. Ain't mine. Naysayers rise, we shine so bright. Truth cut deep in darkest night. Hey,
Karma's a bitch.
Queen of Karma.
Hello, everyone. How are you all doing today? I hope that you are all doing very, 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 very well. Happy FriYAY to my Sayers of Nay. I don't know. It's still so dark in here right now. I've turned on all of the lights. And I don't want to put my ring light higher because I'll look like I'm a ghost. I'll look like I'm a ghost. It makes me look like super duper white. Anyway, I hope everyone is having a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. Keep it real. Truth cut deep in darkest night. That's my favorite song. That's my favorite one. I love that song. I couldn't get rid of it. When I was doing the new songs, I was like, damn it. Oh, I got to keep this one, though. Thank you. Thank you. You know, my hair's finally grown out. It's finally grown out. We're doing all right. We're doing okay. My goal is to hopefully have it grown out enough for the summertime so that I don't have to wear scarves or mess with it because it's been growing back weird for a while. I've been struggling with my hair, but I don't know. So far so good. So far so good. So I hope everyone is having a wonderful, wonderful evening. We are ready to get right into it today. So without further ado, I think we'll do our meme review. Let's just get right into the memes. Victory with Ash meme review. Woohoo! Woohoo! I have to check my sound. I don't know. I forgot to do it. So just give me 1 second. Sometimes I'm super duper low for some reason. All right, there we go. Is that better, everyone? Can you hear me better? We're doing good. We are doing good. Victory with Ash meme review. Let's go. Starting off simple, as per usual. Silent grind, loud victory. Hashtag victory with Ash. And we have this nice anime dude. I don't know who he is. Is this supposed to be anime Ash? I feel like it's not anime Ash, though. Way too much hair. And it's not the Elvis hair. So I think it's supposed to be someone else, but anyway, lovely, lovely. A little weird, yes. Just very random, but silent grind, loud victory. That is the theme this week, other than don't listen to the haters. Here we have, welcome our loyal community. Victory with Ash from all around the world. The world. With all my love, appreciation, and sincerity, your sister. And then, founder. Someone I'm not really familiar with. I don't know if you guys are familiar with. I'm gonna butcher that. I'm just not even gonna try it. I'm literally not even gonna try it. So here we are. Ash's heart. Maybe that's the problem. His heart is here instead of in his chest. We figured out what the issue is. We found it. The ripped out heart. Exactly. See, we've discovered the issue. This is why he's such a jerk. Right here. They have his heart in their hands. Victory with Ash. They're very excited. I think we found Al. This must be Al. Good to see him. I think that's supposed to be Ash. It doesn't really look like him, but then it kind of does. I don't know. AI seems to be hit or miss, when it comes to doing images of people that actually exist. It gets difficult. Sometimes I try to get it to make AI images of me, and it will not give me an image of me. It will give me an image of somebody that, I don't know, looks like Kim Kardashian. And I'm like, okay, I get that I've sent you some nice pictures, but let's not get too carried away. Stop trying to out-hustle the confusion. Start out, oh Lord, out-clarying it. Yeah, you got to start out-clarying it. That's right, do that. It's a good thing that they wrote down here, follow for clarity-driven growth. Or I might not have even guessed what they were trying to say here. But even out-clarifying it doesn't really make sense here. But stop trying to out-hustle the confusion. What a bit of advice to give to people in your organization. Stop trying to out-hustle the... Guys, stop. Just stay confused, okay? I don't know why you're trying to figure things out, why you keep trying to hustle and work. Just be confused. That's all we're asking right now. As Clara as mud. Queen and Kim Kardashian obviously separated at birth. Obviously. Here we have, I guess, some guys on space discs. I don't know how else to put that. They appear to be surfing in space. And we have the big giant V. I don't know what the sun thing is about. Just kind of there. Anyway. Victory with Ash. Mental peace. That's a new one. I didn't realize that they were bringing us mental peace. Overcome daily stress. Build confidence. And embrace a calm, self-assured life. Okay, I question a little how Ash Mufareh is going to do that, but it sounds nice. Skill enhancement. Master public speaking from Ash. Cultivate leadership qualities from Ash. And that's it. That's the joke. And excel in Coquel in modern marketing. Okay, well, I don't know much about modern marketing, so maybe co-sell is a new thing that they're doing. Financial prosperity. Leverage technology. Oh, I think it went a little wrong there. The AI bot stopped Stopped being literate. It just stopped. It was like, we don't know how to do these words. These words are too big for us. Unlock new income streams and achieve financial independence. All right, well, looking forward to that. Join our Telegram channel now. And it's funny because they just keep posting up memes and stuff, which is how we have these meme reviews on their Telegrams and their Facebook groups. Like, this is all they're doing. This is what you get. This is a classic. It really is. Victory with Ash doesn't need oxygen. That's right. That's right. That's how massive it is. It's all the way out in space, see? Here we have Thriving Studio, which is like a new page. That's what they're calling themselves. It's like the a new version of Bill Musk Productions, that you could say. Posting a lot of little videos and memes now. I'm sure we'll see lots of them in future. And as you can see, they wrote this art of consistency diagram here, okay? So we have idea, consistent. Apparently that leads to failure. I was like, well, that's bleak. Then if you're consistent after failure, you learn. And then if you stay consistent after you learn, you success. So that's good news, I guess. But I was like, I don't think that is the art of consistency. Not everybody completely fails. I'm just saying. Not there's like this idea in On Passive that everyone fails the first time. And it's like, yeah, you're not going to be perfect the first time, but it doesn't mean failing per se. So I decided to fix it. Idea, stay consistent with your productivity. You know, do some work and stay consistent. Learn as you go and keep doing the work. Being productive on your goal. You know, doing what you got to do. Stay consistent and then success. You know, because I think the part that they mess up on is the productivity part. I'm starting to understand what the problem is here. You know? Just learn and success. On Passive, wait. Hold up. We're not doing On Passive anymore. Why does it say On Passive? The future is not just imagined, it is being built and created. 2026 will be amazing and momentous in the world of technology. And then they hashtag victory with Ash. Are we doing On Passive or are we doing victory with Ash? What are we doing here? Hashtag technology. Hashtag future technology, you know, just in case the first one only applies to the present technology, I guess, and past technology. Hashtag communication. You know? Report this post to VWA corporate right away. The problem is we can't, you know? Yes, they get a thumbs up for spelling everything correctly. At least there was that. It's coming. Get ready to change your life. Data centers. Oh, we're doing that again. That should be fun. Are we going to lie about how we built a bunch of data centers? And we're using all of our data centers, even though our website is being hosted by AWS? So we already did that, you know? Can we do something else this time? But once again, On Passive all over the place with the On Passive logos everywhere. It's like laziness at this point. You're just posting up old memes, okay? I mean, Ash looks dapper there. I'll give you that. But other than that, nah. Mr. Newlands. Victory with Ash. Stay positive. Stay tuned. Victory with Ash. Ash Mufareh. You know, just in case you didn't know who they were talking about. And also there's his picture. So you gotta know now. And he's just, he looks like he's not supposed to be on this image. They just like take a picture of themselves half smiling, sometimes frowning, and then just kind of like post it at the bottom in the corner in a little circle. They're just like, here I am, this was mine. Like as if they were going to get brownie points if they claimed them. Victory with Ash. Victory with Ash. You know, we got to make sure you know who they're talking about. Stay connected. Victory with Ash. Stay tuned. Stay focused. Stay positive. Stay strong. Peace sign. So, stay peaceful, I guess, too. But this looks like the Olympics or like a movie. Like if I was to see this poster, somebody on my Facebook was posting this, I would be like, oh, is that some weird like movie coming out? What is that? It doesn't tell me very much about what's going on with this company though. It just has nice blue roses on it and some diamonds. Ah, here we are. Here we are. Success. Victory with Ash. And it's our buddy. It's funny because apples mean money in this business. It always has in the on-passive business. And I am sure that when we post a meme up like this, you know, what we're really saying isn't apples, fruit, or even fruits of your labor, which would be an intelligent thing to think of. You know what I'm saying? What they're really saying is this, and here I fixed it for you so that it actually said victory with Ash. That's what it actually means. So every time you see an apple, it's supposed to signal money. And they think that by doing this, that they can make claims about money and use the word apples instead, and that the SEC or FTC would never, ever clue in and get them in trouble for saying that. Like, they're like, oh, well, we're not doing an illegal income claim because we're talking about getting apples. And you don't know what that means. And I'm like, that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you call it or how you say it, right? There's certain things that you're saying here, like number amounts and promises that you're making that just constitute an income claim. Just because you say we're going to make 50 million apples instead of $50 million, that doesn't then make it okay. You know, the language changing is very culty. Cults do this. And this guy, he liked this so much, spelling mistake and all, that he literally had to just slap his face on there. And I don't know why, but his face, for some reason, looks like it's actually a part of the apple. I don't know what effect he has, if it's like a fish lens or like what he's doing, but he's definitely on there. Here we have a post, someone that says, I am very excited about on passive. Mr. Ash, say some issue this time, but no problem. All right. This year's you are passion. Good to see. So, you know, there's that. I hope that all of you understood. Here we have Colin's ma. No, they didn't even put his full name on it. They just said Colin's ma. His name, if you don't know, is Colin's Manna. And we have a quote of his here. Also, why is he so blonde and bald? He is bald. Why is he so blonde here? He's not blonde. Did he dye his hair blonde? Anyway, maybe the AI is doing some funky things, because that's obviously not a picture. But his quote is, one day, we'll look back and realize it was worth the wait. Like I said by Colin's ma, whoever that is. Hashtag on passive. Hashtag victory with Ash. Hashtag Starboys. And then I was confused because I was like, is Colin's ma? Maybe he's a member of the Starboys. I don't know. I didn't realize he was part of the Star Boys, but here he is in all his glory. Why is he so bald? I feel like he is more bald than he actually is here. And then also blonde. And I'm like, neither of those things are really true. But okay, maybe he is balding. I don't know. But I don't think you can bald and blonde. I don't know if that. Usually your hair gets darker as you get older, and then it turns gray, not blonde. But I don't know. Maybe he's going blonde. Who knows? He's got some weird gene. Here we have Julie, our favorite. And this was getting shared around on Facebook. Like, she was saying the most amazing thing in the world. Like, 5 people shared this out. She says, everything in life is opportunity. Opportunity to grow, to change, to love, and to be successful. Boom! Point down. Which isn't very positive, Julie. I'm just saying. I don't know why you have to point down. But, wise words. Just so wise. I would have never known this. I'm so glad that Julie took a moment to post this. And then I am equally just as glad that 5 people decided to share it out as if it was poetry. Here we have somebody else posting. Ignore the static. The result isn't determined by what they say, but by the unseen grind that happens when no one is watching. Said no one ever. Like, that's not a thing. That's not... That's not a quote. Hashtag victory with Ash. I guess it is now. But basically just continuously trying to convince themselves that not seeing Ash Mufareh for a long time is a positive, good thing. It means lots of stuff is happening. All right, as you can see, he's grinding. You just can't see it. All right. All the best stuff happens when nobody's watching. And I'm like, not in my experience. In my experience, all the bad stuff happens when nobody's watching. But maybe that's just because I'm a parent. Yes, everyone, wish Violet a happy birthday. It was her birthday. Make sure that you wish her a happy birthday. We celebrated in the Discord. But if you weren't in the Discord or you missed it, do that. Now, we have this one. Hello, victory with Ash family. We are getting closer to our big, bold, and beautiful dream every single day. Keep that energy high and stay excited with stars and rocket ships. And I was like, high hopes. So Rajesh comes in and says, any update? Because there hasn't been one in such a long time. So our Captain Chris comes in and says, no, Ash has not been seen for 4 months. He got tired of lying to you in every webinar, so he will only appear every 6 months to lie to you. He didn't like lying to you every day, so he decided he would only do it a couple times a year. Last year he only lied to you guys 6 times. We did a marathon, which, by the way, apparently caused some issues, possibly, as you'll find out with this FriYAY. But so he'll probably come out less this year. We'll just see less and less and less of him until he completely disappears and is in Dubai. A founding member meeting 2026. And the founding member is Ash Mufareh. Did they get a new CEO? New CEO, Ash Mufareh. Also, I think it's funny that the picture below doesn't show Ash in it at all, but it does have Gerstminder right in the center. But like Ash isn't in the picture. So I'm like, are we supposed to think that this cartoon Ash Mufareh guy up here is having a meeting with these guys down at the bottom? Because it doesn't look like that. That's not the vibes I'm getting. I'm just saying. I love Chris's direct way, right? Here we have a press conference, which would never happen, but they like to pretend it will. Victory with Ash is all up in lights there behind him. But this is like fat Ash. They did him a little dirty here. Just a little bit, you see. But yeah, all these microphones, you know, they got TV. You guys know that news station, TV. And then they got red writing. We have V. You guys know that one, right? News. You guys watch news, right? The TV station news. And then, of course, news with the red background. You know, don't get it mistaken for the blue news. You know, red and blue, they clash in the news, as you know. Don't do that. It is like Grandpa Ash. He's in like a grandpa sweater for sure. You know? It's so funny because it looks like a picture of like someone relaxing kind of at a lodge or having a conversation with someone in a lodge. You know, a fancy little ski lodge somewhere. And then like just these random hands with microphones come in. He looks kind of confused. Like, what's going on? Why are they all here? I was trying to hide in Dubai. They found me. You know, Grandpa Ash is like, I don't know about this. He looks even sexier than usual there. Oh my, well, all yours. There we have Victory with Ash. And the only thing I want to know is, like, I can't help but ask, like, why did they put a bra on him? Okay, like, what is that about? That doesn't look like a normal male breastplate, I'm just saying. It's like a female one. It looks like a bra. Victory with Ash with his bra. Here we have Victory with Ash. Rise, reset, refocus. And then it's horrifying. I don't know what happened to Chris. And I think this is Zach's wife, isn't it? But they're mini. Okay, we have mini Chris. And Ash looks like a fucking ogre here. I don't know what we're doing. This is a scary edit. Don't do this. We don't need him to be that size. All right? I know his ego is that big, but he is not. Then, of course, I like to end our lovely meme review with a couple from our beautiful people, you know? I have scammed thousands of innocent people and deserve to be in prison. Thumbs up. I love it. And then this one here. Come join me in prison for committing fraud. And look, we even got the Elvis hair. So that made me quite happy. I was like, yes, we've included one with Elvis hair. Gotta love that. Gotta love that. Fucking awesome. That's right. And that is it for this week's Ash Meme Review. So yeah, that was fun. That was fun. I like the meme reviews. I find them fun. You know, some are better than others, but whatever. You know, we do our best here. We do our best. We're not done with the memes. We are not done with the memes yet, guys. No, because there were a few videos that I need to show to you. Now, unfortunately for us, Bill Must has not posted in 8 days. Something might be wrong. We need to check on him, make sure he's okay. But at the time that we're doing this live stream right now, he has not posted in several days. So we'll just have to Hope he posts soon. But I still have a few little things for us to react to. And this video was getting shared around, and I'm not really sure why.
This company is the only thing out there right now that's doing it the right way. All right. They want to educate you on what's coming. They want to educate you to better your life, period. Now, you can take it for what it is. When you, with the...
Look at what is with them and the microphones right now? What is with that? What are they doing? Why do they have microphones all over the fucking place?
Courses do start. I don't know when.
They want to be
get in there and you decide it's not for you. Well, you bow out gracefully. All right. All these other companies, they don't care about you. Ash Mufareh cares about people. I'll argue that all day long. He cares about people. All right. The people that are saying bad things, man, just ignore them. You don't need to send them to me. I have the same individuals that send me the same images. They send them to Red, Julie, Susie. They send them to Ash Mufareh. Okay? Why? Let it go. Our situations, our personal situations in our lives are our responsibilities. They're not Ash's responsibilities. He's trying to change those things in your life for better. All right? But I got people every day. Because of him, you know, I lost this person. And I got another news for you. I hate to say it, but people die. I've lost.
Isn't this a weird video to share around? Like, yeah, guys, join victory with Ash. Woo, woo. I'm like, this isn't very positive.
People, that's part of life. Is that Ash Mufareh's fault? Oh my God, I went out and I didn't start my car. My car wouldn't start this morning. Should I blame Ash Mufareh? This is how stupid you people sound when you try to blame your entire life on Ash Mufareh. A guy who's going out of his way, spending millions of dollars, spending all of his time trying to build something successful, not trying, doing for all of us. There's where I get a little agitated. Now, Ash might get mad at me because I did this. Sometimes he says, Chris, do what you got to do. And I just want to tell you that Chris Johnson believes in this company.
He's so angry in this. I was like, what a weird one to share around and be like, we need to spread this message right now.
Chris Johnson doesn't get paid a dime because everyone thinks I get paid. No, if that was the case, I'd be sitting in a warm beach right now talking to you with a margarita in my hand. I'm here to tell you that I know the struggles are real. This world sucks. There's some more noise. Turn off the governments. Turn off everything about power.
Turn off the government. I don't think I can do that. Can I do that? If I can do that, I'm fucking doing that. I've been wanting to do that my whole life. That's all I've ever wanted to do. Guys, turn off the government. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Politics. That's noise. Noise that you don't need to hear. You know, go watch Leave It to Beaver, for crying out loud. At least that was positive and it taught you something.
Lord. Jesus. They love to call people stupid. Which, you know, we don't call them stupid that often. And I'm constantly correcting people that, you know, MLMs don't want stupid people. But this one surprises me. Chris has the IQ of a fruit roll-up. He's like screaming, though, in this. Telling people to shut off the government. Of all things, the government. You got to shut it off. And then everyone's like sharing it around with these like positive little posts. They're like, such wise words from Mr. Chris Johnson, sir. And I'm like, yeah, turn off the government. Very wise. So yeah, I don't know why that was getting shared around. That was weird. I do have to say. A little weird. And then I came across this one. Now brace yourself. Because I wasn't expecting this. And it really did take me by surprise. I was like, I don't think they've ever done that in an actual like video before. So just get ready, because you're gonna be a little bit like, ooh, ooh. Remember, this is for a company, a respectful business.
You think I'm done? You're fucking wrong. I'm back.
Probably gonna get a copyright strike for that. If you're watching this in the replay and it's silent there, it's going da 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 da. But I was kind of taken aback by this part.
You think I'm done? You're fucking wrong. I'm back.
And now, see, I was expecting it to be like Ash Mufareh or something, and then they were gonna like announce a webinar, because that would have been kind of funny and made a little bit more sense. Instead, they're like Starboys. I'm like, you've been here the whole fucking time. I've been reacting to your memes. What do you mean you're back? When did you go anywhere? We never left anywhere. But anyway, they swore in that. I'm just saying. This is supposed to be marketing, and they're going to teach you how to market your business. So just keep that in mind, you know. I don't know if that ad would ever be allowed on television. I'm just saying. Now, we don't really have a dancing diaper baby song, but we do still have a song. This one is by Johnny Lindva. Do I say that right? Anyway, it's called Here to Stay, and it was also getting shared a lot this past week.
Built from love and powered by truth. Guided by
All right, whoa. We're already lying.
vision, igniting our youth.
Youth? Listen, I'm going on 40 this year. I get it. I am ancient for the fucking internet, okay? I'm gonna die soon, according to the people out here. But, you.
Through highs and lows, we found our way. Brick by brick, we shape each day.
Them and their brick and mortar company.
No shortcuts to soul and grind. Every heart aligned in town. The dream is bold, the path is clear. We're standing tall, we're here to stay.
It didn't even rhyme or really go. This is the worst song. You can do better than this, Johnny.
We're here to stay. We won't back down. A movement rising, lifting the
Well, we've seen him in a couple of the webinars. White dude, got glasses, looks kind of like Dan Street. Yeah, he's been in a few of the webinars, but not for a while. Because there also hasn't really been webinars where we've gotten to see everyone like there used to be on Passive Peptides 2026. Oh, Lord.
ground with purpose strong and hearts that shine. Just legacy, it's yours and mine. We're here to stay with faith and fire. Through every storm, we light the way. Together we grow, side by side. We're here to stay, no turning away.
I feel like it could go better. Like the lyrics are just, he's just saying random things to me. You know, like doesn't rhyme, doesn't even really flow that well. And then he tries to like bring it back at times, like We're here to stay, no turning away. I'm like, okay, yeah, that flowed. You got a little beat going with it, but the rest is just like he's yelling sentences at us.
From one clear mind to a worldwide plan. Take me to soul, it's a global stand. Updates rolling, the vision's clear. Leaders locked in, the future's near.
Is it? It's gonna be about 8 years.
No hype, just hustle, we play it smart. AI tools guided by the human heart.
Well, was it gonna be a pig's heart? No, this was AI with heart, and it was supposed to be Ash's heart. He is human, right?
The mission's real, the code runs deep. Changing the world while you're asleep. We're here to stay, we won't back down. A movement rising, lifting the ground. With purpose strong and hearts that shine. This legacy, it's yours and mine. We're here to stay, with faith and fire. Through every storm, we light the way. Together we grow.
You know what I mean?
Side, we're
Like it like misses, you know? I feel like it misses a good opportunity to really like bring it home.
here to stay, no turning away.
That's the only good part of it.
Time will pass, but truth remains. This movement's love runs through our veins. Not just a brand, we're a legacy built by Ash and T.
What team? What fucking team? Damn it!
For you
What team?
and me, we're here to stay. We won't back
There's
down.
no team.
A movement rising, lifting the ground. With purpose strong and hearts that shine. This legacy is yours and mine.
I don't want it. Don't give it to me.
We're here to stay, with faith and fire. Through every storm, we light the way. Together we grow, side by side. We're here to stay, no turning away.
Very, very 80s-esque. Well, that was a good AI song, Johnny, because I don't think you guys are doing real songs anymore. Giver team, that was like a Fiverr dream. That's what that was. That's what I'm calling it. You love it? Awesome. I'm glad. It was a bop. Kind of. It was kind of a bop. Sounds like the soundtrack to a bad Chuck Norris movie from the 80s. That's what I mean. Yeah. Definitely those vibes going. For sure. For sure. For sure. All right. I think we are going to ask ourselves, what the fuck?
I'm about to whip somebody's ass.
WTF.
Yes, so this week, I was puzzled. I was puzzled because I thought I was given a puzzle to solve. And for a moment, I was excited. And I was like, oh, this is like the Da Vinci Code. I look forward to this. And then I was just disappointed. You'll see what I mean. Let me show you. So, as you can see here, there is this beautiful message. Isn't it beautiful? And this message says, leaders, take note. The red text in O News 20, Part 1, holds the key to understanding why Part 2 is taking a little longer to arrive. Mr. Ash Mufareh is being meticulous ensuring that every step is taken in accordance with the rules. He's been transparent about the key personnel who managed On Passive's daily operations. Now that the cat's out of the bag, we can expect part 2 of O News 20 to shed more light on the situation. Instead of getting worked up about things we can't control, let's trust that Mr. Mufareh will give us the lowdown. He's all about transparency and doesn't deal in speculation. Some of us have had success with O-Connect sales. Again, who? I don't know. And Mr. Mufareh will fill us in on why it was such a game changer that it created a bit of a stir. Let's keep our cool. But I, of course, was just into, the part that said that there was red text in the O News 20 part 1 that holds some key to understanding why part 2 is taking longer to arrive. So I went and got the red text, expecting it to have a secret message. And this is what it says. Some matters referenced in this series are subject to ongoing legal and regulatory processes, and this communication is intended to provide context, not to replace or influence those processes. And to say, I kind of sat there for a minute going, weird thing to say then, unless, you're trying to confuse us. Or you're trying to say that Ash is staying silent because of the ongoing legal and regulatory processes, and therefore he has to. Otherwise, he's too scared that he'll influence them, which doesn't really tell us that then the message would be coming soon now, does it? So again, I feel like we kind of got mixed messages with this message. And then I was like, well, that wasn't like the Da Vinci Code at all. And I was very, very disappointed. But then I realized that they posted it with this picture. And now I'm confused. Again. Because I was like, what the fuck does Mike Ellis have to do with this? Why is it just a picture of Mike Ellis? And I don't know why, but this picture is horrifying. We got these scary owls in the background. Okay, there's robots back there. I don't know what they're doing. Their eyes are glowing. All right, their eyes are glowing, and I'm nervous. Is this a red pill, blue pill situation? Maybe. Joe says take the green pill. All I know is that this image honestly just kind of made me want to call the FBI. I was like, I don't know what it is about this image, but I see this image and I'm like very uncomfortable. Mike Ellis does not make me comfortable. It gives me the opposite feeling. We need to literally like call the police. Telefone la policia. Okay? I don't know what's going on, but I don't like it. That looks like a headshot that you display at a funeral. It is so creepy. He looks like the devil in a suit, right? It's very scary and I don't like it, so it needs to go away. And then the exact same day, they posted this, okay? This. February magic, sparkles, stars. This month is bringing some hilarious updates. Are they that? I mean, I guess we're having fun with them. Notification at VWA is yet to come. Some delays due to technical reasons. So now it's technical reasons. But certain it's happening. Mr. Ash could announce anytime. Wait for him. So, I guess he'll be out here to announce things to us anytime and just, fucking disregard the last message. Like, just never mind. Don't go looking at the red text in the O News 20 to see what the secret message is. For sure, don't do that because that was a waste of time. I thought it was funny anyway. It's almost like they're basically implying that because of legal matters, he has to shut up. And I don't know if that's what they want to say. But yes, needless to say, that definitely just kind of, left me really fucking puzzled, guys. And really had me asking.
I'm about to whip somebody's ass.
WTF.
WTF. So yeah. There was that. That happened. So, needless to say, I was a little bit upsetty spaghetti about that. I was like, I thought I was going on an expedition. It wasn't that fun at all. The secret message is the money's gone. Maybe I had to get the second letter of every word and then put it together or something, and I just missed it. I'm Ono's Part 20, Part 2 will never be released. It's Ash's big joke, like Hoobastank said. They would tell us what Hoobastank meant. It's been 10 years, and Hoobastank is not around to tell us. Damn it, what does it mean? We'll never know. We'll never know. I bet you Ash is Hoobastank, so whatever it means. I'm just saying. All right. So it wasn't just the founders that we know and love that have been kind of upsetty spaghetti. And everyone else seems to be getting really upset. So as you guys know, they had an amazing Heroes webinar. And I watched the whole thing to see if there was anything that we, needed to see. And if it would be something that we would want to dedicate, since it was about an hour long almost. It would probably take me 2 or 3 hours to react to it. So I was kind of like, do we want to spend our time with that? And instead, I just decided that I would clip all of the important parts. And you might notice a little theme with this Heroes webinar, but I do definitely want to give it to you because, it was the first real Heroes webinar since they've been Victory with Ash. So, they started up the webinar and Comfort came on and she welcomed everyone. And then, of course, they had their first speaker.
Even Mr. Ash cannot control everything. Sometimes you can think like, okay, I want to move from point A to point B. You have that really objective, that is where you want to go. But sometimes you cannot control time and you cannot control maybe things that will happen. But you already know that what I want to achieve, I'll achieve it. It doesn't matter how long it will take. You only just have to perceive. The same like all of us. We cannot control anything. There is nothing you can control, but your attitude, you can control it. If you are someone who is grumpy, I think you can control grumpiness. You can say, but why? Because it takes very less energy to smile. It doesn't take effort for you to smile, but it takes a lot of energy for you to be grumpy. It weighs you down, destroy you internally over nothing, something that you cannot even control.
I'm grumpy.
What's he so grumpy about?
Now, I have no problem with that, but I think the point that needs to be made here is that we are being given something special by someone who's put his time and energy and money into an opportunity that will benefit all of us. So why is everybody shouting? Everybody should just remain nice and patient, calm. He's doing this for us, not for himself, for us.
Don't panic.
Yes, it looks foggy. But does that mean that there's no action behind that fog? No, there's something going on. Just like everybody has said, be patient. If you know you cannot be patient or you need to do something, go and let your hand find something to do and do it actually unto, you know, yourself, to your own satisfaction. But like Sister Comfort said, keep it to yourself.
SassyMadison.com.
Understood? Thank you. I'll rest my case there.
I rest my case.
I want to say to the people out there to chillax. You know, chillax. Just, it's going to happen, and you just got to have the patience. Okay, and you know, I know people out there, they're sucking their thumbs and stamping their feet. Just wait, it's going to happen. You know, in the meantime, just find something else that's going to obviously occupy you. You know, if you've got work, you know, focus on your work. You know, to make that extra income that you're looking for. I'm not saying to go out and look at these shiny objects.
Shiny objects.
That Collins mentioned with Mike Ellis earlier on. Okay, we know, you know, we've all been involved in these shiny objects, and every one of them we've lost money. Simple as that.
Yeah. It's a scam.
There's nothing out there that's going to, you know, give you the what you're looking for.
They're shiny.
It's very good what he was talking about yesterday. And he did mention in there about the shiny objects.
Shiny objects.
And, but, you know, people listen to these videos by some of these, you know, great leaders like Mike and, you know, Chris Johnson and Redfern, okay? But they put their own spin on it afterwards. They make up a story that they, you know, that somebody had said, like Mike Ellis did that video. And somebody had put out a post about, oh, Ash is coming out to do a webinar on Tuesday and Wednesday. Wednesday. I don't know which Wednesday they mean in the post, because that's what they put, Tuesday, Wednesday. Wednesday! Okay, but, you know, that's a lie. Ash, you know, Ash says all this. You know, you're trying to, I don't know what you're trying to do. You know, you are misleading people, really, in a way.
No, you.
And, you know, these people that do these videos, they're doing it to help you, to benefit you and help you understand and to be obviously positive and look forward to what's coming. Don't put your own spin on it and make stories up and then spread rumors, which are not true.
Rumors have begun to spread.
It doesn't do you any good, and it doesn't do what Ash is trying to do with Victory with Ash.
Nothing.
You know, you just look at it, be positive. And, you know, if you listen to a video, just take in what's being said. And if you've got something good that's being said by Mike Ellis or by Red or whoever, and you feel it and it's true, then yeah, spread the word. But if it's not true, don't make lies up.
He's a liar!
Simple as that. You know, it is annoying. And so over the last 2 months, obviously Ash being quiet, we've seen different posts, different videos, and it makes my blood cringe.
I cringe, Mr. Mayor.
You know, and obviously we're here to obviously be a bit more positive, but I just want to emphasize a little bit on this because we don't know much information to give out. We're not going to give you information that is not true. We've got nothing to say. We will give you information that is right. When Ash gives us the information and it's positive, then we will come out and give you the right information.
Shiny objects.
If you want to be with Victory with Ash, be loyal. Do not spread rumors because that's not what it's about.
It's a scam.
At least you go crazy. Because when you are not doing anything and you are just sitting at one place, look, it's coming, it's coming, it's coming, then you are going crazy.
Crazy.
It takes time. Brother Collins explained, with these things, it takes time. We have to be more patient, rally behind him, pray with him each and every day. He's working behind the scene. He has not given up. We are not coming out regularly because we don't want to come out and say something that is contrary to what he is doing. And since he has kept quiet, we also have to learn to be, a bit private of what he is doing until he comes out to say something.
The integrity, you know, in life, when you talk too much, there's no integrity. So, and then the integrity is talk also less and no reveal everything, because when everything you're doing, when you push it in advance to people, it will fail definitely, because you don't know your enemies. People can work against you.
The niggas' enemies got enemies.
To stop you doing what you are doing. So we should put that in mind that in this world of data, or with this world of digital transformation, there is some bad people outside there. So they're waiting for the little mistake, and then they will get you.
Who's she gonna get?
So we should not forget that. And then also, we should not also put our mind that Mr. Ash, the silence, it doesn't mean that Mr. Ash has forgotten us. No. So the silence doesn't mean you forgot someone. So you know what he's doing. Thanks, Sister Gifty, for all you are saying. So he's working behind the scene. We don't know what he's doing. He's doing a great job. So
people don't know how to be positive or to know that all is well. The positive word has been said so much that it's now like a cliche, or like when it's said, you don't believe it, or you don't know how to be one. And in this state that we are, I call it a state of, like Comfort said, is a state of building yourself, rebranding yourself if need be. You don't have to throw any of yourself away. Now, just having short practical things that you can do. You just have to take very short micro decisions. Maybe you are so stuck in what you were thinking that putting your foot forward is now a problem. Okay, now all our great members here have said that Ash is doing something. So what are you going to do?
It stinks!
Constipated. The first thing is start small. The studies show that, I'm telling you, would settle you. Are you getting me? And it's within you to do it. Constipated.
Mine will be a proverb. In my place, they say when you want to eat soup and you want to eat that soup real hot, beware, because you could get burnt. So be aware. That's all.
Yep. So that was the Heroes webinar, guys. That's everything that you needed to hear from the Heroes webinar. Yes, constipated. That's always gonna be her joke, no matter what. Truly mixed. I don't know what that means. Now I'm hungry for soup. Damn it! Now I just want soup. They're in the zone. They're somewhere. They're somewhere. They're in La La Land. Delusions. They're delusional. I think we're going to have a quick little commercial break because I need a break. And then when we return, we're going to be seeing who's kissing Ash. We're going to be hearing from Tanja. We're also going to be hearing from Megan because Megan yells at us. Yeah. So, basically, Megan got a little upsetty spaghetti at us this past week. You know, the theme this past week seemed to be loyal, be patient, be quiet, and don't listen to the pesky haters, which you will be getting a lot more of coming up after the break. If I ever find my break. I found it.
Today's stream is brought to you by...
Do you have a berserker demon? You may think that's a strange question, but I've dealt with berserker demons. What's a berserker? The word describes ancient Nordic warriors who fought with uncontrollable rage. This is where we get the expression, he was so angry, he went berserk. In the days of Vikings, berserkers would enter a trance before battle to get supernatural strength. They fought with a frenzy. Sound like someone you know? As we say, they lose it. Explosive anger can come from frustration, feeling disrespected, trauma, mental and hormonal issues, and drugs, but uncontrollable rage can be demonic.
As an exorcist, I've dealt with berserker demons. If you've got one, you'll need more than anger management therapy. You may need an exorcism of a berserker demon of anger. That's inhuman. I'm here to help at boblarson.org.
Whoa, looks like you got a bit of a tangle in your dangle. Did you know that more than 8 out of 10 hose owners die each year? Not anymore. Hey, turn me on and watch my hose get huge. My mom always told me I was a grower, not a shower, and boy was she right. And if you squeeze me in the right spot, all my raging fluids will come flying out of me, and instantly I'll retract to my small, natural, convenient size. Amazing! Oh, yep. Shout outs to all my flowers and growers out there. And just like a real snake, it can contract and expand like an accordion. You know, we really wanted to name it the Snake Hose, but that's the title of a gay porno. I mean, I've never seen it, but Lizard's close enough. This is my next door neighbor, Sharon. She didn't know I was filming her. She also didn't know I had my hose in my hand, too. If your hose weighs more than 15 pounds, I feel sorry for you. You see, women prefer light, dainty, petite hoses. You don't want to be walking around with a big honking nanner. Oh, Sharon. Whoa, watch the whoa, don't get it caught on the thing. Whoa. Hey, buddy, watch where you're going. You don't want to end up like that guy, still using a standard hose, not going anywhere, and he's fucking bald. Fuck! Look at my hose, people. Oh, yeah, it's growing fast, and it's not kinking up anytime soon. Now, I don't know who lives here, but it's time to wake up. Behold, the full length and girth of my hose and its full potential. Hey, can't you see I'm filming a commercial here, you fucking asshole? Wah! Take that, fuckboy! No one fucks with my hose! The Lizard hose is about 30 bucks. You get 25 feet. That's like, just a little bit more than $1 per foot. Now, fuck it, we'll give you 2. That's 50 feet. Get fucked. Come on, touch it.
Are you tired of getting screwed over by false promises, bad leadership, and tiny results? Introducing Tiny Digger Condoms. Trademarked, a YouTube streamer's favorite brand. The only protection you need when dealing with inflated egos and underwhelming performance. Whether it's a shady MLM pitch, a fake AI company, or a man who tells you he's the lord of the internet. Don't get played, get protected. Tiny Digger Condoms are on-passive resistant, 100% scam proof. Coated in reality and skepticism for extra protection against cult-like charisma. And hey, if you're gonna get screwed by Ash Mufareh's vision, at least make sure you're wearing something that actually works. Tiny Digger Condoms. Trademarked, a YouTube streamer's favorite brand. For when the product is imaginary, but the disappointment is real. Now available in Founder Frenzy flavor. Tastes like regret and missed refunds.
Located at your local CVS pharmacy, Rexall, Shopper Drug Smart, Walmart, and in your favorite streamer's nightstand.
Is your leader's birthday coming up? Don't just send a card. Send your soul. Introducing Happy Cult Day, the ultimate birthday experience for narcissistic gurus. Because nothing says divine enlightenment like 8 hours of forced gratitude on Zoom. With Happy Cult Day, you'll get a pre-written poem about how your leader changed your life. Access to a 9-hour tribute webinar you're required to attend. A royalty-free song you'll awkwardly sing with 300 other blinking followers. And a limited edition e-card with their face on a beam of light. Because they're just like Jesus, but better. Add on the birthday worship upgrade to include a tribute video of members crying, children chanting their name, and a slideshow of their humble beginnings. Why celebrate you when you can celebrate him? Again, Happy Cult Day, because in a real cult, it's their birthday every day. Side effects may include financial ruin, loss of autonomy, spontaneous chanting, seal clapping, and sudden belief that Ash Mufareh invented the internet. Are you getting upset with people's freedom of speech and consumer protection laws that allow the public to speak out about your scam? Are you giving YouTube creators false strikes in order to continue preying on vulnerable people? Is it getting hard to hold it in? Hold in all the bullshit? Well, introducing Tiny Digger Diapers, the adult diaper designed for the man baby deep down inside who's always on the way to the top where his ears will pop. With our FlexiFit technology, Tiny Digger
diapers moves with you whenever you sit on your chair, sit in your RV, sit on a boat, or sit in your home office paid for by the people you scam. The Secure Lock Core offers unmatched absorption for when you're full of shit, which is most likely all the time. These diapers keep you dry and comfortable so you can attend all 500 hours of webinars this week and not miss your chance to sign up a homeless man to your scam. Maybe he also needs the diapers, huh? Brought to you by the same people who brought to you Tiny Digger condoms and Fantasia foot spray. Buy Tiny Digger diapers today. Located at Shoppers Drug Mart, Rexall, Walmart, Target, your local CVS pharmacy, and in your favorite con artist nightstand. No matter where your day takes you from webinar to webinar, you will always be dry and you won't have to cry. Thank you for listening to a message from today's sponsors. Now, back to the live stream.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for letting me go and take a little break. That was very, very helpful for me. So thank you very much for that. How's everyone doing? We're doing good. We're still here. I love demons! That was just fun to read, so I just wanted to read that. Anyway, I think we should just get into who's kissing Ash. All right, this week's Kiss His Ash is actually kind of special. We're going to be picking on this person this week. As you can see, they are voice of OBH. What does OBH stand for? I have no clue. I tried to find out before the stream. I literally couldn't find any. They don't explain. On passive, big corn dogs. I don't know. I don't know what it stands for. But voice of OBH has been going super duper hard for weeks now. Just posting up nothing but kiss his ash worthy posts. Such as this one here on January 24th. Another piece of humanity in Ash Mufareh. And like, look at this. Look at this picture right now. Like, he looks like he was kidnapped and he's in a warehouse somewhere because one of the people that he owes millions of dollars to has snatched him up and is about to beat him until he tells him his crypto wallet account number. Which, by the way, if you invested in Bitcoin, I'm so sorry to hear that. You know, that's what this looks like to me. He looks miserable here. You know, but I guess another piece of humanity. The next one is this amazing video that I'm going to play for you in a second. And they say, we're entering a powerful new chapter. Let's lead with intention, elevate together, and build something extraordinary, since that's how they all say it. Hashtag victory with Ash. Hashtag voice of OBH. Hashtag Mazidualism. Hashtag Mazidualism again. And then hashtag Ash Mufareh. Of course, because they post these in hopes that Mr. Ash Mufareh is going to see it. And this video is, well, quite the damn video.
We're entering a powerful new chapter. Let's lead with intention, elevate together, and build something extraordinary.
Yeah, no, it's just the post, but it's AI Ash, I think.
We're entering a powerful new chapter.
Are you going to give me the flowers, or were they for you?
Let's lead with intention, elevate together, and build something extraordinary.
Anyway, so there was that amazing, fabulous post posted up. Just riveting content. I'm not really sure how it doesn't get removed. That one was posted up on Facebook, though. Maybe that's why. Then there was this one. The Hope of Humanity on February 4th. That last one, I think, was February 3rd. This one's February 4th. Hashtag Ash Mufareh. And it's like this cartoon. I don't know if is he like drowning in oil? Like, did Dubai blow up? Like, what happened? Hope for humanity, Ash, voice of OBH. Like we would know who that is if we saw the tag. We would be like, oh yeah, those guys. You're not the Star Boys. Anyway. Then there was this one yesterday. And it's just hashtag Ash Mufareh, hashtag victory with Ash, hashtag voice of OBH. And it's, I'm assuming, AI Ash Mufareh standing in front of a big giant rock slab. And it says victory with Ash 2026, voice of OBH. And, you know, they're just posting these up and hashtagging. And I do wonder sometimes if Ash goes to Facebook and, like, looks up his own hashtag and then just, like, scrolls and enjoys all the praise, you know? O-coin is the future of currency, of course. Nice flowers, but he's not my type. Drop the flowers and run! Totally, the future Ash ruined. That's right. That's right. This is really ass-kissy, isn't it? Then there's this one. Look, he's painting him. Except it kind of looks like Ash painting himself. So that's kind of funny. I like to think it's a picture of Ash painting himself on a wall because I could see him doing that. And it's just hashtag Ash Mufareh. You know? Then there was this one, which was posted up just as I was, you know, wrapping up my FriYAY. This one pops up. Big, bold, beautiful, shared dream. Hashtag victory with Ash. Hashtag Ash Mufareh. Hashtag voice of OBH. I'm not really sure what's going on here. We have victory with Ash balloons. And then it's a bunch of Polaroids, but they really just say Ash on them. Like, thanks, we know who it is. And then he's pointing at us. And I'm like, no, we're not Ash, you're Ash. Like, what is this? Again, not really sure what we're supposed to get from seeing this, other than we get it. You really, really love Ash. And that is why voice of OBH is just, you know, kissing Ash this week. And he's probably going to be kissing Ash forever because it looks like those posts aren't going to be slowing down anytime soon. So pucker up, voice of OBH, because you're kissing Ash. Woohoo! That was fun. I like our segments. I think they're fun. Maybe this is where I am going wrong in life. Not enough self-promotion. Who are you self-promoting to? YouTube? Hashtag YouTube. Hashtag ScamChan. Hashtag delete the scammers off YouTube. Damn it! Do that. All right. So this week we heard from Tanja. And now see, people sent me this post because it was made right after the marathon happened with Ash Mufareh. And although I did my best, my very best, maybe people thought that Ash was live again, you know? So, Tanja. Old Tanja, of course, in success with Ash Mufareh, where else would it be? She came on to post. Well, I guess that's not true. We have done her own personal Facebook before if she's gone off on there. But she came into the group to say something very, very important, of course.
It came to our attention that some info about the next webinar with Ash is shared around. I don't know who was the stupid person that started it.
So yeah, we're just coming right out, calling people stupid now.
I just hope the majority of you will be wise enough and not share it. They use the video by Mike Ellis as a reference. The usual way of taking the words out of context and misinterpreting. Here is that video. So please, open your both ears.
I don't know what that, open your both ears? Open both your ears? Geez, Tanja, that was pretty stupid.
and listen to what Mike Ellis really said.
And then she posts up this video, how sweet it is. How sweet it is to be scammed by you. And Mike Ellis did this video on the day that we were doing our Ash Mufareh marathon, right? Which was Saturday. So after our last FriYAY, the next day, we did our marathon, remember? And at the end of the marathon, after we got through all of the Ash Mufareh videos, we were like really close to going for 12 hours, which we did. We beat the 12 hours. But for some reason, YouTube only processed 11 hours and 55 minutes, so the end just cuts off. We like did a whole dance after that and then closed it out with In It to Win It, of course. But we reacted to Mike Ellis's video at the end of our Ash marathon because, you know, everyone was kind of sick of Ash at that point. So we went and did a couple of fun things for the last hour just to kind of, you know, close it off and celebrate the fact that we had been streaming for so long. So this was posted like right after or while I was still kind of closing out this live stream. And so everyone thought, well, Queen, obviously this must be because of your, you know, marathon. Because during the marathon, we did have a couple of people come in that were like, oh, Mr. Ash Mufareh, sir, I love you so much, and blah, 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 blah. But you'll notice that I named the thing Ash Mufareh Marathon, the 2025 Cult Files. And every time that we played a new Ash Mufareh video, I made sure to update the date that the video was. I mean, I missed it the one time. It took me a while. But I updated it, but there was a ticker that was scrolling across the bottom, and I took a screenshot of us reacting to Mike Ellis to show that I had a ticker going. And while I was reacting to Ash, I was letting everyone know this is not live right now. This is a live stream from this date. We are reacting to all of the 2025 live streams. He is not live right now. And a couple times people came in and went, oh my God, is he live now? And I said, no, guys, remember we're doing a marathon. And, you know, there was a lot of O-founders that started coming in and they were like, hi, Mr. Ash Mufareh, sir. And as Joe says, I was getting tired of telling people it was recorded. But we made sure to tell people that it was recorded. And when I reacted to Mike Ellis, there was no twisting of his words. In fact, I played Mike Ellis's entire video and then did commentary to it. And all of his words are present in my reactions. All right. It wasn't even like the clip that I just did of the Heroes webinar where I just showed you like 12 minutes of 40 minutes. Okay. We actually did the whole video because it was only like 15 minutes long and we had an hour to kill. So it was like, all right, let's go. So you can't even say, Tanja, all right, that I was using this as some kind of reference to say something about Ash being live now or going live in future. And I went looking for this post and the post that Peter was talking about that was apparently saying that there was a live stream on Wednesday, Thursday, and Wednesday. And I couldn't find anything from anyone, not even like the usual suspects who are making things up on Facebook. They hadn't even posted something saying Ash Mufareh is going live. I've shown you pretty much all their posts at this point. You've seen them all. So we've done the meme review and everything. So you've seen everything that was being said by all those people this week, and there was nothing of the sort. So my only conclusion is that she was talking about me reacting to Mike Ellis and my marathon. And so I just wanted to come on here and say, fuck you, Tanja. That is all. And that is it for this week's Tanja Posts. Oh, That was also fun. Oh, Tanya. She never learns. She never learns. But she just sees me reacting and automatically she's like, they're taking things out of context and they're nah. I can't take it out of context. It's not like you guys are saying crazy things right now. Lovely. Lovely. Tanya knows how to ruin anything she speaks on. She would be awful at a party, I feel like. So I thought we would react to Megan Mitchell. She did a video. It's less than 15 minutes, so it should take me an hour to react to it. No, I'm joking. But we do have about an hour if we want to. But it's called Dealing with the Critics. A lot of talk about the haters and the critics and being negative this week. Very interesting.
Good morning, good evening, Megan Mitchell here, and I want to first off say that I
wherever you may be, Cece here from New York, Westchester County, on our flat earth. I'm gonna do it every time. I need to move that. The light is blinding everybody. The light is blinding everybody. There, that's better. All right. Sorry, Megan. Continue on.
Super appreciate all of the positive feedback from the last video about waiting and about how waiting and how you wait matters. I do want to make one correction. I was giving some shout outs in the beginning of my last video to people who are, doing great things, engaged and making videos, making content. And I mistakenly combined two names that didn't belong together. I was talking about making AI videos, and I mentioned, I was meaning to mention Brian Crowich, and I said Michael, which is not what I meant. So I apologize, Brian. I appreciate you.
We called him Michael.
I also appreciate all of the people who are consistently commenting, watching my videos, sharing them. Manu, Jean, all of the people who comment, Shah, Nuez, there's so many that are commenting, Angie Lynn, and just the people who are being positive and staying on this journey in a productive way.
Are you being
But today, I want to talk about something that could be perceived as negative, but I think if you have a better way of dealing with it, or you put it in perspective, it becomes more of a positive. And this topic came up because of a conversation that I had with someone who is maybe avoiding making content or avoiding putting themselves out there for fear of backlash or for fear of criticism. And I want to talk a little bit about that and about the perspective that you should have and how you should deal with this criticism that we all get and anyone who puts themselves out there. I'll start off with a quote. Gossip is the tax you pay for being known. I think that's pretty true. If you
want to be an influencer with Victory with Ash,
if you are someone who takes that risk and puts themselves out there and is on social media or anywhere on YouTube.
Megan, who's reacting to you other than me? Who's reacting to you? You're acting like you're very, very well known on here and you have like 50 content creators making videos on you or something.
You are going to receive criticism, whether that's criticism directly or whether that's criticism about what you're involved in.
Okay, because I was going to say, we don't tend to criticize you personally too much. If you become a regular character on here and you say disgusting things to people, we might make some comments about your personality. But we usually criticize what you're saying about on passive / Victory with Ash because you're trying to promote it. You're trying to get other people interested in it. And it's a scam. it's a dead end. You know, every promise that you're making on here to people is the lie.
This journey in victory with Ash, I can only imagine the level of criticism, hate speech, and backlash that Ash has received throughout this entire journey.
Speech. You want to talk to me about hate speech, Megan? I actually have a video on my channel called "Is Ash Mufareh Racist?" Yeah, you should see the webinar where a woman comes on and Ash says to her, "Oh, wow. You must be the darkest person in your country," and like continues on quite the rant that made everybody in my chat uncomfortable. Just because of the way that he like questions people, and it's just, it got gross, even grosser.
And you have to be pretty strong. You have to have a.
You should talk to Chris about his mega beliefs. Yeah. I'm going to tell you guys, I'm following some of you on Facebook, and I get notifications every time you make a comment, even if it's on a post that I'm not following. So if you're writing on political posts things about how trans people don't deserve to live, or how they just need to stop doing what they're doing, and you're supporting certain agencies on here tearing up families, I'm seeing it. There was a time where they were like, Donald Trump is going to fix our SEC litigation. He'll make them drop it for us. So, if you want to talk about hate speech, we can talk about hate speech. But I don't think you want to talk about that.
Strong will, and you have to have self, confidence. You have to be able to put that criticism and those haters, you should say, in perspective. So let me get into it. Who are these people? And that's one of the things I think that we really...
It's like some of it I don't even want to share here because it would just be a bummer. And I'm not after people for their political beliefs in this, but I'm just saying, I haven't seen much hate speech towards Ash at all, or towards anybody in On Passive at all. But I've definitely heard a lot of questionable things coming out of the people from On Passive.
Really need to put in perspective is who is the person behind the criticism or the comments. And when I talk about this,
Thank you. I'm so glad that you asked. I always like it when people want to hear about me, Megan. People don't ask me so much anymore. I kind of have a reputation, so people just know me now. So no one's like, what do you do? Thank you so much for asking. Megan, what is my intentions and who am I? I am so glad that you asked. I am somebody that grew up in a very, 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 very controlling environment that started off being kind of like religiously controlling in some ways and then branched off into just being controlling and abusive. And then I went on and I found myself in several different culty situations, one after the other, which eventually led me into multi-level marketing companies. And for some reason, even after all of these weird spiritual and religious cults and things that I had all gone through, several, and after me being in domestic violence situation, in which I had to move out of my city to get away, it wasn't until I was in MLMs for some reason and left them that I went, my problem is coercive control. I have to heal from the control part. That's what I'm actually battling here. I'm over here thinking I got to heal from abuse and I got to heal from this. And I'm looking at it in all these different ways. And therapies I'm doing are kind of looking at it in different ways, but they weren't concentrating so much on the coercive control. And when you're like me and you grow up in an environment that's like that, and then it kind of bleeds out and you re-victimize yourself in your life over and over and over again until you get therapy and get help and learn, it's just kind of like all you know, and you really have to concentrate on that aspect of it in order to fully break the cycle. So even though I was breaking the cycle with like not being in an abusive relationship anymore, and I was breaking the cycle by being a better mom than I got for my child, there was still something that was like making me fall for these things, okay? I was still on a spiritual path well into after I was a mom. I wasn't atheist until probably like just after my kid was born fully, like where I was really like, yeah, no, I definitely am. So I needed to work through that, and I kind of came to the conclusion that that's what I had to do, And so after I figured that all out, and then my abusive ex, who was still stalking me, passed away, which weirdly was a happy moment in my life that many people didn't understand why that would be happy for me. Apparently I was bad for that. But I don't think you understand what it's like to have somebody that abused you for 7 years, then stalk you for like 10 years, and then they pass away. So after that happened, I went, yeah, I'm gonna use my education in social services, because while I was in an abusive relationship, I went and became a social service worker and worked in mental health. Talk about living a double fucking life. And then I said, what can I do with this? And I decided that I wanted to take everything that I am as a person, and I wanted to take everything that I had learned about myself and this type of trauma and how to recover from it and get over it. And I wanted to put that somewhere. And I wanted to share it with other people, because I'm a very particular type of person, you see. I am incredibly neurodivergent. CPTSD is actually starting to be considered being neurodivergent in itself, and I have ADHD and autism. So my brain is a crazy place. And my recovery was very specialized for somebody that has a brain like mine, that doesn't think like other people, but still needs to recover from this somehow, and that normal therapies maybe don't always work for. And since I have experience as a social service worker working in mental health, I went, why don't I use that experience and actually do some good in the world? And while I'm doing that, I am also going to dedicate my time to speaking out about the harms of all of these things and falling for them. MLMs, cults, coercive control, like I said, that's what we're fighting here at all times. So I said, I'm going to be an advocate who speaks out against coercive control. And then I came across your scam. And it was a perfect example of how a group can go from being the most ridiculous company that you've ever heard of, that you hear about and you're like, this will never happen, into a very high control environment with a leader that people saw as a god. Literally the Messiah who was here to save the world. And it became a very interesting case study. And recently I came across you, and you seem to really want attention for being a part of this. So congratulations. we're giving that to you. And you interest me because the people that I usually react to, like Red Redfern, shares your videos, wanting to get them out to his audience. So that caught my attention. And I said, this Megan girl must be pretty influential here if she's being shared out for other people to hear what she has to say and listen to her. And, you know, she's being propped up now as a new leader. You must be the new woman of the year, you know, because every year they've had one. So that's who I am. And my only goal here is to protect people from the harms that fucked me up in my life and fucked up my head. That's my only goal. And I think multi-level marketing is just as dangerous as being in any other type of cult, doomsday cult, any type of religious cult out there. They're commercial cults. And when I had to do recovery for my coercive control from that and work through all that, it reminded me of the therapy I did after I left my domestic violence situation. And like I said, that's kind of when it clicked. And I went, it's all the same control. That's what we need to stop. That's the thing we need to be speaking out about. We can say these companies are bad all day long, but why? Yes, they're a scam. Yeah, they're a pyramid scheme that's legal. Blah, 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 blah. But what is the real fucking harm here that we're actually scared of? It's the control and what it does to you, how it makes you turn from your friends and family. People that have been friends for 20 years have broken up over these things. Nobody should ever have that type of control over your mind. And that's what I want. That's what I want my message to be. Keep your autonomy. Otherwise, you will fuck up your head.
I'm not talking about family members or, you know, because we get criticism from them as well, or for those from those.
Who cares about them, right?
Closer to us. And that's a whole different.
It's funny because that's the thing, is that who does care about them, right? You're told not to listen to your family when they're worried about you here. Like when they're like, yo, you've been in this thing for 8 years, like going to these webinars every day. We've hardly seen you. Like, are you good? I think maybe it's a wash. I'm just saying. I don't think it's going to happen, dude. You are literally then told, ignore that person, block them. They're negative. They don't believe in you. And for some reason, people go, okay, and they listen. Oh yeah, it's that coercive control thing I was talking about. I think what a lot of people forget is that hate speech is different from criticism. It is. Yeah, it hurts when you're criticized, but that's part of growth. Exactly. Everybody gets criticized. See, the difference is, are you giving someone constructive criticism, or are you just yapping and being insulting?
Topic, but I'm talking about mostly the people who are online, maybe hiding behind a computer screen, maybe.
Hi. I don't really hide. I'm trying to get better lighting in here. I started streaming more in the evenings than during the days. And now my lighting sucks.
Maybe you don't even know their name, or maybe you do.
I don't hide my name. I never have. My name is Beth Gibbons. That is my legal fucking name. Literally, my legal name. Elizabeth, but whatever. That's me. I write on Danny's blog as that. You know, I did originally come out here as Beth. I mean, I didn't dox my last name right away, but I wasn't really hiding it because I was dumb. And I was like, I'm going online to speak out about something that's really bad, that most people agree is really bad. So nobody should really be that mad at me. And if they are, it should be people like this. I didn't realize that there was a whole group of people that were just looking for people with autism to make fun of. I didn't know that, okay?
And they are criticizing you personally or what you are involved with.
You should get criticized by some of the people I got criticized by. You think you got bad on here because I yell at you on my computer every once in a while.
So strategies to manage this and to put this into perspective. First of all,
once again, though, I just want to ask, we're doing this thing again where she started off this video like, I'm answering this question because somebody is going to be making content. Everyone has to have a YouTube channel, right? I thought they didn't. But again, we're pushing people to have YouTube channels to make content on here. And I'm just a little confused. You don't have anything to update. You don't have anything to say. So you're not going to come out here and give us updates if you don't have anything to say. But then you should make content. What would the content be about? Like, Megan, no offense, but your videos are very, very generic. Like, they're not... That's why they're not hitting an algorithm and Red has to share them, you know?
Recognize who they are. Understand that online, people often act out of jealousy.
I wouldn't care about myself, but I don't need anyone to bother my wife. Well, that's the thing, right? Is that they try. They try. My husband had people doing reactions to him and making fun. He didn't even have a channel. And then when he would show up in the chat and go to stick up for himself, they would block him. And it was like, okay, well, that's weak.
Or their own issues. I think it's so important always to...
By the way, Megan, you're always welcome in our chat. You can come in here. You can yell at me. It's fine. I allow all people from OnPassive in my chat. The only time I will block you is if you've gotten warnings about emojis by myself and mods and you're like not cluing in, then I'm assuming you're a bot. Especially if you just keep putting emojis. Like, we're going, that's a bot, get that out of here. Because I'm not getting flagged for bots. Fuck that. I don't do that shit. But you're welcome to come in here, stick up for yourself, you know, come say hi. Hello, Silvio. See, Silvio just did it. You know, come in, say hello. You can talk about why you're in OnPassive and why you believe in this so much. You know, you can even come up here if you want. We don't bite. We just nibble.
Not see what's being said or who the person is at face value, but really think about what the underlying reason is that maybe they feel this way, or maybe they are projecting this. Their negativity is rarely about you, but a reflection of their own dissatisfaction.
Somewhat. Right. I have a really bad case of like, I don't want anybody else to suffer how I've suffered.
I love this quote. Arrogance or noise is the camouflage.
I'm arrogant? I'm arrogant, but Ash isn't.
Of insecurity, and that's Tim Fargo who said that. So how can you respond to someone who is putting out negative comments, negative feedback on your...
I'm not being negative, I'm being honest. I'm being realistic. I am explaining to you that Ash Mufareh has an 8-year director's bar. Now he has you waiting on a platform that he says is going to launch soon. And that he's going to be paying out commissions to you, but none of this is going to be happening. He's already had a scam shut down by the SEC. So, like, why are we doing another one? That seems, as Tanya would say, stupid. You know?
On your content. First of all, you can respond with kindness.
It's like, I buy it.
Sometimes responding with unexpected kindness can disarm haters and convert them into fans. You know, people expect you.
You're right. If you just keep on promoting, I'm going to try to say this with a straight face. If you just keep on promoting Victory with Ash, eventually we'll watch so many videos about it that we'll be like, we must become one of them. We must join them. We'll join them now, and then we'll become one of you. That's exactly what will happen here.
To react dramatically. That's what they are expecting. So, you know, sometimes responding with kindness is
not really, actually. I don't need you to react to me in order for me to have content with this scam. That's why it's so wonderful.
Is just what it takes to disarm that, you know, that conflict. Number 2, the ignore strategy, or I would say the block and delete strategy. Sometimes
yeah, but that would be if we came to you. See, now we did used to come and troll your webinars when you guys would do 7-hour webinars with Ash Mufareh. We would be in the chat. We would try to put questions in chat, and then you would block us and get all flustered and have trouble blocking us, have trouble finding us. And, you know, that happened a bunch. But we haven't done that in a while. We really haven't. There's not much point. I mean, I came across one webinar in this past like 6 months where somebody was really pushing back on you and like asking hard questions, and they're like blocked right away. Like, you guys are pretty quick with it now. You know, you got John Barilla in there and Tanya. So
this is honestly the best option. They may not even know why they do this.
Yeah, I used to be like, Chris, are they on your channel or are they on my channel? I don't know where they are.
You know, you've seen the people, kids today, the young people today call it rage baiting, and people do this.
The young people today call it that? Sweetie, we've been calling it that for a long time. Not just the young people. I'm old as fuck. Like I said, I'm turning 40 this year. Yeah, I know. I'm turning 40 this year. I'm no spring chicken. But no, it's been called rage bait for a very long time.
Because they're seeking a dopamine hit. Because negativity, no matter what the attention is, negativity is
not the people that are joining MLM after MLM after MLM hoping for a quick payout. They're not seeking a dopamine hit. We are.
Is also a form of attention. So keep in mind that, you know, you've heard.
I do want attention. I want everyone in the world to wake up, realize what coercive control is, what it can do to people, and then help me stop it. And shut down any institutions that are using it, including the government, okay? Shut down the government!
Heard people say, don't feed the trolls. And that's exactly what you should do, is not feed them. You know, behaviors are reinforced by a...
You would pretty much have to just end this. Megan, I'm not going away. I'm not going away. I've been here for half of the time that you've been going. And I'm not going anywhere now. Ash Mufareh is stuck with me, following him to the ends of the earth. All of you that I've reacted to are stuck with me, following you from scam to scam to scam. I'm coming for even Robin Noble soon. Yeah, Robin, I see you. I see you with the Larry Lane. Yeah. I've reacted to Michael Williams. No. I'm following you now. Now you're scammers. And I will track all of the scams that you go to and that you try to bring teams to. And will continuously try to warn people about whatever you're a part of, because it's not going to be a good one. Megan is a teacher. She should be on our side. Come to the light! She's young. 40, you're a kid. Well, I'm old on the internet. What is this don't feed the trolls she speaks of? I'm a troll. You know, I'm only a little bit of a troll now. I haven't trolled anyone in a really, really long time. To the point where, like, now if I go into the Discords where they used to troll me, I'm bored right away. It's the same thing. I'm like, you guys have been doing this for 3 years. We're not doing something different.
Attention. And a lot of times all it takes is for you not to respond or not to engage for them to go away.
Not going away. Could never talk about me again, and I will still be here like, look at this lady promoting this scam right now. Like, the guy hasn't even uploaded one video in that back office. He's supposed to be doing an educational platform.
Emotional predators feed on reactions. Your composure is your weapon. I love that quote. I don't know who the author is, but
you couldn't have Googled that before you stole it from him?
Your emotional composure is your weapon against emotional predators. Love that. So block, delete them. Don't engage, block or delete them. Create physical and mental distance. If you feel the negativity getting to you, step away. Step away from the electronics, step away from the screen or the device for a while. Obviously,
if any of you are triggered right now, I'm going to need you to step away. All right, put the phones down. All right, if you got the computer, close it. All right, that's it. Shut it off. Power down. Mess my thing up. All right, but listen. Step away. Woo-saw. And then come back.
if they are abusive or relentless, then that is a whole different story. I'm not saying that there's never a time when you should have a conversation, but going back and forth with someone online is never going to change their opinion. And honestly, most of the time they probably don't even necessarily believe what they're saying. They are just looking for a reaction.
No, I believe what I'm saying about the SEC and Ash Mufareh. I've read all of the court documents, even here on my channel. I've made it all public.
Whether that's from their own insecurities or whether that's from their own boredom.
I don't know why I would be insecure of getting sued by the SEC. I'm not running a scam.
This is what they love to do. So that is the easiest way to deal with them. But I also want to talk about, in more of a positive aspect, how you can shift your perspective.
It's definitely not for the money. All right, I'll be honest with you. I'm lucky if I make $100 a month doing this. With all the time I put in. So people are like, just put the money in it. No. Like I said, because I don't want people to get hurt by what hurt me. That's all.
On what it means when you have people commenting negatively or engaging in a negative way with your content or with whatever you're doing.
It's a scam!
And reframe the situation. All right, critics are often considered fans because of the intense focus, time, investment.
We only fanned Marty. None of you deserve that.
And passionate feedback, even when negative. They're caring enough to engage, to analyze, and consume your work.
Mm-hmm.
If a person really doesn't...
Trust me, there are days. There are days where I'm like, oh, I have to watch that through for FriYAY. Oh, God. Really? It's an hour long? Oh, fuck. Last thing I want to do is hear this person talk about victory with Ash for an hour.
Care or doesn't agree.
There's times when people leave. They'll be like, Queen, this is boring. We're gone. All right. We don't need to watch the whole Heroes webinar. Can you just do that thing again where you clip it for us?
With what you're doing or what you are involved in.
See?
They will simply walk away. And that's one of the things that in
No
this
matter
journey
what
in
you're
victory
doing,
with
they always make it your fault or other people's fault around you. The reason why they're not joining it is just because they don't support you. No matter what you're doing, they wouldn't support it. However, it's really because it's a fucking scam, Megan. It's a scam. That's why your friends and family won't support it. Not because they just won't support anything that you do. No matter what you do, they'll just walk away, she says. But they like plant that seed in your head so that when people tell you no, even if they say it's because of the company, you then take it as, oh, they're just not supporting me. And I hate that.
Ash and overall, people have the opportunity at any time to walk away and to go a different direction.
Do they?
If they truly don't believe
But see, okay, that's the problem with things like this and with cults where like your whole salvation depends on this thing. Technically, this is the same. They're telling people like, this is the thing that's going to save your life. This is what you need to be successful in your life. Without this, you are going to be a fucking loser. That's what they're telling people. So for people, that's very similar to like, if you don't believe in this, you're going to hell for all eternity. And especially people that really get caught up in that hustle culture mindset of working around the clock for commissions in all of these types of entrepreneurial opportunities, right? Like they live and breathe that.
they truly don't like what we are doing, simply not giving it attention would be enough. The fact that they are consistently giving you attention confirms that you are in the arena, doing work worth noticing, whereas apathy would be a greater sign of insignificance. So if they were apathetic, then you could take that as a clue that you're not doing anything. Constructive feedback.
Again, you're running a scam. We will cover the scam for as long as you're running the scam. Stop running the scam. I stop covering scam. You understand? Me cover scams. Culty scams. Okay? You run culty scam. Me cover culty scam till you no longer run culty scam. Then me no longer cover you. All right, I hope we got that. You seem to think that you're like doing something really important on here, and that caught our attention. No, just scam. You didn't even catch my attention, by the way. You caught somebody else's attention because they were covering another scam that one of your people were in. So I just want to make it clear, Unpassive didn't like get attention from myself or the recovering Hunbody. If she wasn't covering another scam, she would have never heard of Unpassive. The reason why she heard of it is because somebody in that one was like, oh, I actually left this one and I'm in this thing now. And she was like, well, what the hell is this thing? So it's not like you guys were making waves out here on the internet to the point where, by the way, the anti-MLM community even gives a fuck about you. Nobody else in our community has really touched you. We got a few people interested when I went up on the Ash Mufareh live stream and yelled at him because they were like, I would love to yell at a CEO of an MLM I've been covering. That would be fucking awesome. I wanted to do that for years on here. But that's what got their attention, not you. And they don't care about your scam. Unfortunately for us, your scam preys on people that are outside of the US. And a lot of the anti-MLM community is very US based. Even some of us in Canada feel like we're on like the outskirts. I'm just saying, I'm just being real. So, like, since a lot of the people in your scam are from like South Africa, India, and those places, it's not actually that popular in America or Canada. No one's fucking heard of it here. Like, literally, unless someone knows me, they probably haven't heard of it unless they join Michael Williams. Okay? Like, and that's just the truth. It's not like a well-known MLM company. Okay? You're not Amway or Beachbody. So I always think it's funny when you do like these speeches like this where you're like, we must really be making waves. It's the same as like when Ash Mufareh is like, all these big tech guys just want to stop me. And it's like, nobody knows you exist. You do not exist to Elon Musk. He doesn't know you are a person. He doesn't know this is a company, damn it. You know? But he's like, yeah, no, they're just really scared of me saving humanity, you know? And that's what this sounds like. It's like, we must really be making waves if somebody's reacting to us. No, it's just little me. Not even that big here.
While sometimes harsh, criticism can be a form of free, valuable analysis to help refine your work and improve, serving as a catalyst for growth. So you can look at their feedback. If it's not just hate speech or what, if it's...
I feel like our feedback has actually helped you a little bit. I feel like at times you guys have taken advice from us. Like, I told Ash to stop talking many times.
It's not just...
And he shut up!
Baiting. You can look at it look for the little bit of truth. There's a little bit of truth in everything. So use it as fuel for growth. Criticism can be viewed as resistance meant to strengthen your resolve. How many of you feel like the more somebody comes up against you, the more strong your resolve is to see it through? So take that negative feedback and use it as fuel to push you forward. And then lastly, shift your focus to positive engagement. Focus on your purpose, your mission, and the positive feedback from real supporters like you guys, the ones who are commenting on my content. And who...
Yeah, she really needs you guys to comment on her content and like it and share it. But when Redburn puts it up on his channel, Megan, he's actually stealing your views. I'll give you some advice. Re-uploading your video on his channel means that then he gets the views on his channel. Instead, he should share your video from your channel. That would be like if I enjoyed a video that the Recovering Hunbot made or like Danny DeHeck made, and I was like, this is a really good video, and instead of like sharing it out to everyone and telling them to watch it over on their channels, I like downloaded the video and then just re-uploaded it on my channel. Like, they would be like, what the fuck, queen? Even Danny now, for the ones that I have him in, I put him as a collaborator on it if it's over on his channel. Because I'm like, we did this on your channel, so you deserve half of the AdSense for this. That's what it means if they're a collaborator, by the way. It gets like split and everything. So yeah, I do that. But you should tell people not to do that to you. You should tell him instead that he should share it on his community tab instead of just re-uploading it. Because right now, Megan, all you have is a YouTube channel. Which I argue, I don't think any of you guys should be allowed to have a YouTube channel, because I think a lot of you are posting up like propaganda, Victory with Ash, Cult of Ash videos. Like Bill Musk's channel is all just AI Cult of Ash videos. And you're promoting a scam with a man that has an 8-year director's bar. So it's like you're actually breaking the law. Like you're breaking the final judgment every time you do a promo video for him. Because literally that was part of the final judgment, is that he wasn't supposed to have people promoting anything that he was doing on here. I know he says, oh, well, I have a private traded company, so it should be fine. But no. No, because you guys are recruiting into something else, and he's not supposed to be doing anything that has a pyramid-shaped structure. It breaks the laws. So don't do that either. Just say. There's some real advice for you.
You are engaging. Those are the people to focus on. This is a perfect opportunity to refine your circle and really pour into your circle. Really pour into the people who are...
Yeah, refine your circle. Get rid of all those people that don't believe in this.
On the journey with you. By remembering that online hate is often noise and not constructive, you can focus your energy on personal goals and positive community members.
Positive.
So, you know,
positive, Megan.
The big picture.
If
you are doing anything that is worthwhile, you are going to have people who do not like you. Consider that a sign that you are doing something positive. One of my favorite quotes is...
I always found that so weird. I've never understood that saying. You know, that if you're making a lot of people angry, then you must be doing something right. I'm like, or you're just doing something wrong that's making a lot of people angry.
Washington, I'll read that for you.
Make sure you know which one it is.
You'll never be criticized by someone who is doing more than you. You'll always be criticized by someone doing less. Remember that. And then the last one is Aristotle. To avoid criticism.
I think at this point, though, I'm making more videos about scams than you guys are about on passive. For victory with Ash.
Do nothing, be nothing. You can't avoid criticism if you're putting yourself out there.
Yeah.
And I think this is also relevant in the sense that we are in a period of silence, or what some people feel is silence from Ash. And that's probably very intentional because...
Well, I hope so.
Silence can't be misquoted.
It would be awful if it wasn't intentional. And he actually did get kidnapped and he's in a warehouse somewhere.
You know, Ash has been misquoted. Ash has been criticized. Ash has been misrepresented.
Ash has only been misquoted and misrepresented by you guys. Not by us. I usually play his words and then just react to what he says. Just saying.
Throughout this journey. And so he is probably very intentionally at this moment remaining silent in order to protect the overall mission and the overall community that we have. Take that as wise. You know, he's perhaps doing it on the you know, recommendation of maybe legal teams. We don't know.
Whoa.
I'll read something for you as the last thing.
Megan, if the CEO of your company can't address you in the company because his legal team is stopping him from doing so, do you maybe think that this is maybe a company that you should probably not want to be in? Like, does that not... Like how do you say that and then be like, yeah, no, that's fine? That's cool, though. I'm okay with it. I mean, he's just not talking to us and telling us what's happening with the company that I'm supposed to be a part of, this platform that I'm supposed to be learning from, because of his legal team. Like when has a person in an online business ever not been able to talk about it? Usually they don't fucking shut up about it, to the point where people block their family members sometimes because they're like, I literally can't hear about it anymore. I am getting upset. That's happened. People block those hey hun messages sometimes, okay? Especially if they don't know the person and it's just a random hey hun message. They're like, bye.
I leave with you, and hopefully it's inspirational.
As a wise man once said, real G's move in silence like lasagna. Wise words.
You are not everyone's cup of tea. The world is filled with people who, no matter what you do, no matter what you try, will simply not like you. But the world is also filled with those who will love you fiercely, the ones...
Why are we doing this? Why are we doing all of this week? Who's being so mean to you this week? I only do regular FriYAYs. I haven't even been talking about you hardly. I mean, we did the marathon, but other than that, like, what? Who's being mean to you right now?
Who love you, they are
Now
your
we need
people.
all this.
Don't waste your finite time and heart trying to convince people who aren't your people that you value. They will miss it completely. They won't buy what you are selling. Don't try to convince them to walk on your path with you, because you will only waste your time and your emotional good health. You are not for them, and they are not for you. You are not their cup of tea, and they are
we're
not
just gonna
yours.
red burn it.
Politely wave them along, and you move away as well. Seek to share your path with those who are recognize.
Okay, Megan, at this point, now you're just reading those fucking quotes. But you're not even really saying anything.
And appreciate your gifts, who you are. Be who you are. You are not everyone.
That's right. Ash Mufareh is going to personally teach all allegedly 1 million of you. Yeah, because they're at 1 million people now, guys. He's going to personally teach them everything that they need to know and personally coach them all, remember? So he'll get to know everything about each one of them, I'm sure.
One's cup of tea, and that is okay. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there.
You know, caseworkers that have like 80 people in their caseload are like drowning trying to get all the work done. But I'm sure, and, you know, teachers with like 30 students, same. But I'm sure Ash Mufareh here will be able to do a personal coaching program for each individual in this thing. Don't worry. He'll teach you everything.
Don't play it small.
Nope.
So people won't criticize you.
Play it massive!
There's always going to be someone who criticizes you. I hope this helps you put...
I hope this helps.
Negative feedback and the online trolls and people who... you know, criticize who you are and what you're doing.
Where are you?
I hope this puts that into perspective and gives you the courage to keep moving forward and putting yourself out there. Have a blessed Thursday.
Have a blessed Thursday, Megan. Thank you so much for this. This was very helpful because I didn't know what else we were going to react to on FriYAY. I'll be honest. I was like, I don't know, guys. I don't know if we're going to have enough videos if Bill Must isn't going to be live here, but we're doing all right. I mean, we've been going for 2.5 hours, which is longer than some of our other shows. Did you guys know that we have been doing our FriYAY with the Sayers of Nay for over a year? I think we need to start like celebrating the amount of years that we do our FriYAY with the Sayers of Nay show. I keep forgetting where my lens is. I'm sorry. I keep looking at the chat instead. But yeah, I think that we should start having a FriYAY with the Sayers of Nay birthday. I'll figure out, you know, when we started it. Maybe we'll have a fun little remembrance one, you know. Because next week's FriYAY is going to be our Valentine's Day FriYAY. So it might be fun if we, you know, have a little look back at some of our FriYAYs. I don't know. It's just something that might happen. I'll see how it goes. Happy birthday to Sayers of Nay. That's right. Hello, Takara. Good to see you. So, guys, I think we've made it to the end. Yes. Yes, we have. We have made it to the end of our FriYAY with the Sayers of Nay. But don't you worry. Because I am not going to just say goodbye to you right now. No, that would be cruel of me. And according to Megan, I'm a very, very cruel troll, but I don't think I'm that cruel. With heart, yes, with heart. I have heart. As much heart as Ash Mufareh. And so because of that, I've decided that we're going to end it with a story time.
A story time from Victory with Ash.
Yes, we have a story time tonight. Posted by John White, everyone's favorite black guy. Listening is the foundation of all great journeys. In the Victory with Ash platform, listening is not just listening. It is active and intentional understanding of the stated vision. When we truly listen, we mix our steps with the roadmap and focus on the clarity of purpose. The art of following instructions. Following instructions is where faith meets action. Every instruction from the platform is a ladder, a thoughtful, strategic step toward the new company awaiting every verified member. It's not about blind obedience. It's about the process and faith in the architect behind it, Mr. Ash Mufareh. Those who follow accurately are building their future slowly, not in haste, but with certainty. Reward. Patience comes gradually. I guess you need patience for patience. The reward system here is brilliant in its design. Patience comes gradually, not together. This is a very deep thing. Every task of listening, every instruction followed, comes with gradually continuous increase. New company is not a distant dream. It's becoming a reality for loyal, verified members who think greatness accumulates, not instantly. The unbreakable journey. To verified members, everybody else close your ears. Our joy is in walking this path without a doubt. Doubters are unstable and indecisive. That's why they doubt. But we are strong. We are sure. We have decided to trust the journey. So let no external noise disturb us or snatch our joy. This path is full of promises, and every patient step brings us closer to our destination. Can you feel the momentum being made? It's not just another platform. It's a movement, a gathering of loyal, patient, rewarding pioneers. Whatever instructions we follow is a vote of faith in vision. Every silent act of patience is accumulating in our future. New company is waiting for us. Those who are stable, those who are sure, those who are verified, who do not estimate, but listen and act with faith. The excitement can be felt. The prize is confirmed. The journey is joyful. Our patience is our strength, and our loyalty is our heritage. Go ahead, verified family. Our destination is confirmed. Hashtag Victory with Ash. And that is it for tonight's
A story time from Victory with Ash.
Yes, so thank you, John White, for such a beautiful and heartwarming, amazing story. I appreciate you. I really do. See, very, very heartfelt indeed. He has the patience of a monument. That's right. This sounds like it will make me sick just reading it. I'm sorry. I hope you're okay. Are you okay? Patience built upon 8 years. That's right. I was like, how much more patience can you be? What about unverified family? They don't matter. Fuck them. No team, no wealth. That's right. That was moving. It really was. So heartfelt. What would we do without John White? And Bill Musk. We need Bill Musk to come back. A bowel movement, that's right. It's about just as important as one, as I keep saying. But we have fun with it. So, everyone, thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me today. FriYAY for all of you, my sayers of nay. As you see, the haters, us, we're the haters. That's us. We are just going to keep hating until the scam is done scamming. And that is how that goes. I hope that all of you have a fabulous, amazing weekend. I did post up an article. There might be a surprise stream that pops up tomorrow. So, just check the community tab every 2 hours and make sure you log into YouTube. And maybe I'll see you. I don't know. But I want to tell you about the new article that I was writing for deheck.com because some interesting things happened during it. So I want to tell you the story, and it will be a lot of fun. It will be lovely. Yes, it will. But have a fabulous weekend, and I will see you all very, very soon with another one. I hope that you all enjoyed that FriYAY. And remember, next week we will be getting together for a very special FriYAY because it will be a Valentine's Day FriYAY. And, since Unpassive isn't really celebrating, or Victory with Ash isn't really celebrating holidays, we really got to step it up this year. So, should be a fun one. But thank you, everyone. Have a fabulous night. I love all of your faces. And like always, we're in it to win it.
My name is Ash Mufareh, and I'm your friend. My name is Ash Mufareh, and I'm your friend.
I'm Mike Ellis, by the way.
Call me Reverend Jim Jones, okay? Let's go to Guyana, all right? No joke. If that's the call. Hey.
And I'm your friend. And I'm your friend. My name is Ash Mufareh. If you're rude, if you've been doubting or spying, or we know who you are.
Stop going there. She wants to be the first to make us look silly. Yeah, Queen of Karma's on there asking for a debate. That's the lady I brought on. Her debate was 3 minute Ash. And another Queen of Karma asking about why don't we answer the question about religion. I think we've answered that over and over again.
I've been answering them over and over. It's not the answer you want, but only Reverend Jim Jones, okay? Let's go to Guyana, all right? No joke.
Alright, this is a great way to start your day. Come here and tune in to Crazy Man talking about their experiences. My name is Ash Mufareh, and I'm your friend.
I'm Mike Ellis, by the way.
And I'm your friend.
Stop going there. That negative YouTube has got more followers on it than I do on my YouTube. It breaks my heart.
And I'm your friend. My name's Ash Mufareh.
Stop going there. Yeah, Queen of Karma's down there.
My name's Ash Mufareh, and I'm your friend.
Let's go to Gaia.
What's the face party?